Basi mpenzi mtazamaji, popote pale ulipo, karibu tena kwenye bonge la show Let's Talk ndani ya Double A Media. Kama kawaida, my name is Riga Austin, and last time we talked about how long should you wait in your courtship, understanding that it's from dating to courtship. You know, courtship is the next part to marriage. Now we talked about how long should one court. Now during courtship, from the comment section kuna wenye walipatiana majibu wakasema kwamba it depends with the home and the reason behind marriage. Kuna wenye wanataka to court for maybe 2 years, 1 year, some months, depending on the reason as to why you want to get into marriage. For example, kuna wenye walisema kwamba kuna mtu anataka kukimbishana na miaka. You are 30, you want to get married before that one. And you have only 3 months to that one. Yes. So you decide kwamba hii miezi mitatu nitafute mchumba, tuchumbiane, tujuane for the 3 months and get married. Kuna wenye wanasema kwamba kuna ile peer pressure. My friends are all married. Regardless of the age, you're 21 years, all of you, but all your friends when you're 21 are married. You don't want to get 22 before you get married. You rush into marriage because of that peer pressure. Kuna wenye wanasema kwamba they get disturbance from the family members, from the friends and such like things. You want to get married. Maybe your parent anataka maybe kukupatia something, and anasema kwamba unless you get married, always part of that. So you rush into marriage. Getting pregnant out of wedlock is another thing that causes these marriages to happen fast. You don't court, you just get married. So people say that this courtship thing depends from one reason to the other. Those are the comments I got from the viewers, from the listeners. And now basically today I want us to talk about something different in regard again to courtship. What are the do's and don'ts? You've agreed from dating, now you're moving kwenda kuchumbiana. Ni mambo yapi ambayo unafaa uyafanye pale mnapochumbiana? Ni mambo yapi ambayo haufai kuyafanya mnapochumbiana? Wewe na mpenzi wako mmekubaliana kwamba sasa tunaelekea mambo ya ndoa. Je, which are the things that you want to do or maybe you need not to do? First thing I'll talk about is communication. In every relationship, communication is key. Mawasiliano ambayo yanafaa tufanye. Uniongeleshe, nikuongeleshe, tuelewane. Because if you do not communicate with your partner, you will not know this person. You see some things unakanyagia maneno fulani, you don't want to communicate. Maybe unataka communicate in a different way. And there are so many different ways of communication, both languages, maybe verbal. There are so many ways to communicate. So you need to communicate with your partner. Know your partner. Some other things. Someone was asking me about this thing. You want to understand whether your partner anakasirika vipi. Anapokasirika anafikia kiwango kipi? So alikuwa ananiuliza, do you need to provoke your partner to know how serious his anger can go? How far hasira yake itafika? You need to just maybe provoke your partner to that extent. Hiyo swali mimi sitajibu. Utajibu pale kwa comment section uniambie, you need to provoke your partner to the extent kwamba unaona amekasirika amefika huko. What even provoke? Akuache ama kupiga ama kufanya anything else? That's the question to answer. Another thing you need to do when you're in courtship, I can say, is to get to know some things to do with the background of the family from the person you want to get married to. Some things like knowing whether kuna magonjwa fulani pale, kuna shida fulani zilikuwa pale. Those are the things that you need to understand from your partner. So that when you get into marriage, you do not again start questioning. You could have told me maybe your family has this kind of problem, has this kind of problem, and such like things. So you need to understand from which family you get married to. Don't dig mostly into the past, because each and every person has got a past. And the past sometimes can be lethal. It can lead to something else. You can think that maybe you're just dealing with the past to get to know something good or bad, and you end up getting something that is going to break your marriage. Something small that is going to break the whole thing to do with marriage. So when you're digging, be careful, be cautious. Dig cautiously. Don't just dig. Digging. You must be very careful and cautious when you're doing things. And again, what are the things that you do not need to do during courtship with your partner? Mnapochumbiana mpenzi wako, ni mambo yapi ambayo hufai kuyafanya? Let's say for example, mmechumbiana, mmekutana na rafiki yako msichana, mkajuana ama mvulana, mkajuana, mnataka kuingia boxing, mkatiana mnaingia box, and you find that your partner is someone who is into sex much. Ni mtu sana ambaye anapenda mambo ya sex. Wewe mwenyewe haupendi sex. Maybe you want to say, no, until marriage, I want to remain celibate. Until marriage, I want to be this and this. But your partner is like, no, we need to test the waters and see what this and this. I mean, how do you handle such kind of things? Maybe sometime I just have to look for a marriage expert, a marriage counselor to come and tell us when it comes to such scenarios of like sex and marriage, what we need to do. Yeah, so that maybe that will be our next topic when we're talking about sex and love. And these two things into each other. Ni vitu ambavyo vinaingiliana. Kwa mfano, lazima we do sex for you to know that I love you, ama is it not it's something that is not a must. Kwamba mapenzi nayo na mambo ya tendo la ndoa ni vitu viwili tofauti, ama ni mambo ambayo yanaingiliana. That will be our next discussion. So for today, I wanted us to talk about the do's and the don'ts. We have talked about some of the things that maybe you need to do during courtship, things that you need to do during courtship. Tuingie pale kwa comment section. Kumbuka, this is a Double A Media, and my name is Riga Austin as usual, and this is the talk show. It's called Let's Talk. Get to know each other, let us understand each other, do one or two things about these things. Tuingie pale comment section, pale kwa mitandao yetu. Tuingie pale YouTube, Austin pale, tuingie pale Facebook, Double A Media. We search, we subscribe, we follow, we share. Let's talk about these things. Let us come together as youths. Let's help each other. Tujue kwamba ni kipi ambacho tunafaa kufanya during courtship, so that when we get into marriage, tusipatikane na shida na makosa. That is for now. Until next time, my name is Riga Austin. Adios.